So they took me out here to this birthright trip and forgot to tell me to bring a skateboard. Failed to mention they have some of the best skate parks in the world. But we did manage to find this, and we'll see what happens. Started skateboarding probably in about 5th grade. I don't even know how old I was, but I was little. Getting sponsored is a pretty big deal when you're young, and so that's probably one of my bigger accomplishments, and being put on teams and brands that I never thought I would ever skate for. That's a great feeling. So growing up, my mother's side of the family was Jewish. Other than English, my mom and my grandma would speak Yiddish, and that's kind of the only thing I picked up on. So coming over here and learning Hebrew is pretty interesting. Hanukkah and Passover were the main ones that we really celebrated. I actually chose my note because I have a couple friends that recommended it to me back in the States in California. I was going to try to bring friends with me because I have a couple friends that wanted to do it, but I felt like it would get delayed too long and I didn't want to wait, so I just jumped on it. Coming on this trip alone wasn't really a big deal. It was kind of weird at first. I met our group leader at the airport morning of the trip, and he kind of set the stage and let everyone know that it's going to be a comfortable experience. And by the time we got on the first flight, I already had my roommate for the whole trip. I didn't have any safety concerns. My family did though. And once you get here, you kind of realize that it's not what you think it is until you get to see it in person. And I feel like there's a lot of hype and a lot of talk, but everything's a lot safer than people understand. The most enjoyable thing that I've experienced on this trip is just the culture, the history, and just understanding more about life, more about the world, more about myself, you know? It's a pretty deep experience. It's pretty wild. Our night out in Tel Aviv was great. We spent the night on the town having fun with a bunch of the people from the group, met up with some other people. Someone I actually met through social media, my buddy Alon. It was amazing. It felt like I was in downtown LA, or if I was in like New York. The people were great, the atmosphere was amazing, and I'm ready to go back. Let's go to Tel Aviv. Can we go right now? So the Golan Heights hike was amazing, seeing the waterfalls. The Dead Sea was crazy. Seeing all these natural sites and monuments doesn't even feel like you're really here. It still feels like I'm in some theme park, but this is actually like the real deal. It's the craziest thing because this is what it's all about, you know? It was a really powerful thing. It was life-changing, something that everyone should see. And now that I have the experience to do that, the opportunity, it's crazy. I couldn't imagine not doing this. This is the coolest thing.